Now, the African Finance and Investment Forum has officially opened here in the Kenyan capital. The annual meeting brings together investors, entrepreneurs, government officials and policymakers from Africa and beyond. The objective of the meeting is essentially to stimulate the growth of small and medium-sized enterprises, which have been identified as key drivers for GDP growth and employment growth as well, and job creation on the continent. This year's edition of the forum will focus on entrepreneurship and innovation with a very specific emphasis on access to finance in a range of sectors: energy, water, ICT, healthcare, agriculture and agro-industry. Now, special attention is also going to be paid to the role that Africa has in embracing the fourth industrial revolution.
In Africa, our main challenge is infrastructural deficit. Even when we talk about how we want to invest, how we want to promote investments, although Africa is now the latest frontier for investors, there is no other place where an investor would go other than coming to Africa, where we have all the potential. But the infrastructural deficit is something that we are working very hard to address. The latest report shows that we need about $100 billion US every year. Out of the $100 billion per year, African countries are only able to raise about $45 billion per year.
We are also investing a lot in energy and infrastructure development, as you have seen, railways and so on, SGR and so on and so forth, for the development and progress, which are actually in advanced stage, which will lower the cost of doing business in terms of electricity, as Strathmore has just stated, the standard gauge railway, so that you can bring your products, raw materials, or finished products from abroad, and you can deliver not only in Nairobi and Kenya as a whole, but also East and Central Africa.
Now, for more on the conference, let's go live to its location, the Strathmore Business School. CGTN's Maria Galang is live there tonight. Maria, over to you. What's the latest from the forum?
Hi, Rama. Well, this is the first time that Nairobi is hosting the Africa Finance and Investment Forum, and it's attracted hundreds of delegates from Africa and beyond, some directly linked to financial services, others SMEs. And the forum really creates a great platform because it creates tailor-made business-to-business meetings where SMEs can meet, they can learn from each other, they can get training, and they can get access to financial service providers. Now, Rama, the theme for this year's forum is focused on entrepreneurship, innovation, access to alternative finance, because the SME sector has been identified as crucial for Africa's economic growth. But the sector is still suffering many challenges, even though it fuels a lot of demand for new goods and services here on the continent. Now, to talk a little bit more about this and the challenges in the sector, I'm now joined by Edith Miller. She's the Managing Director of EMRC, that's the European Marketing Research Center. Edith, thank you so much for joining us on Global Business Africa. Now, governments, the private sector, all are in agreement that the SME sector is very crucial to Africa's economic growth. But why is there such a lack of support in especially many African countries when it comes to the SME market? And when we talk about alternative financial access, what exactly are we talking about?
So the SME market, or the missing middle, as we like to call it, because it is situated between the microfinance sector, where we speak of a small amount of money, and this is well served, and between the big amounts of money lended to big companies. So we are speaking really of the missing middle, which are the creators of the middle class in Africa. And this is a very risky sector, because you start your company and you don't know if it will exist within the next 1 or 2 or 3 years, or it will die away. And indeed, 70% of the SMEs are finishing, are dying within the 3 years of the first 3 years of their existence. So the financial risks are here very big, and you also have the challenge of the capacities, the knowledge, the technical capacities. This is why people are shy away from this sector. However, you have quite a number of organizations and more organizations, financial services organizations, that come into this sector and they say, we have an idea of how to finance this sector. We are ready to take this risk, but we believe in the person, so we will interview the person. We will look less at his collaterals, we will look less at the numbers, but we will pay more attention.
Right, then we do apologise for that. That, of course, was Maria Galang at the Strathmore Business School at the African Finance and Investment Forum.